How to become a consultant after MBA, step-by-step guide. In this video, I'm breaking it down. What is consultant? How to become a consultant? What to do in MBA to become a consultant? Salary to expect. MBA specializations, internship to do, companies to target, and most important, life after becoming a consultant. So here we go. Whether you are a B school aspirant, a person who is doing his MBA, or someone who is willing to switch his career, this video is your go-to solution. So what is consulting? A consultant is a problem solver, and consulting is all about solving business problems. You work with clients across industries to reduce their cost, enhance their profit, maximize their overall operational cost, or sometimes even to transform them digitally. It is strategic, fast-paced, and gives you CXO level exposure early in your career. Talking about the types of consulting. So basically there are 4 types of consulting: management consulting, strategy consulting, IT consulting, and then operations or HR or niche domain consulting. What to do in your MBA to become a consultant? You need to focus on 4 things. Number 1, right specialization. Number 2, clubs and committees. Number 3, winning case competition. And number 4, certifications. Now talking about the right specialization for becoming a consultant. So most consultants have done their MBA in general management, strategy, or operations. Case competition. Yes, you heard me right. The consultant recruiters love and the consultant hirer loves that. If you're a student who has participated in case competition or even won a case competition, then you definitely will somehow score better than others in case clubs and committees. Join the placement cell, consulting club, or any club that requires your strategy or leadership skills. That will help. Certifications that you should do, that I have already made a separate video. You can see it in the I button above. What internships that you should target? It can be tier 1, tier 2, in-house strategy teams, or big 4. When I say Tier 1, it is basically Bain and McKinsey. When I say Tier 2, it is ZS. When I say in-house strategy teams, it is Aditya Birla Group, Mahindra, and more that I'll list down in description. Talking about the big 4 that you should target is KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and EY. Listen, if you don't get your internship in any of the companies that I mentioned in the video or given in the description, you need not worry. You can take role in any of the startups that requires your strategy or leadership skills. That will suffice. And now, how to prepare for case interviews? Just focus on 3 things. Number 1, crack case interviews. You can practice with your peer group, use case in point, and read consulting interview cases. And you can also use platforms like Prep Lounge. The link for the same is given in the description. Number 2, build a killer resume. Focus on leadership skills, strategy inputs that you gave during your internship or in your MBA, quantifiable achievements, and cross-functional work. And number 3, and most important, that tops the first and second point, and that is practicing mock interviews. Give as many interviews as you can. You can take help from your alum, your seniors, or any senior from consulting field. Now, coming to the companies that you should target for consulting growth. And I have divided this into 4 segments. The Tier 1, the Big 4 companies, the Tier 2 companies, and the strategic related firms. And the list of career portals of all these companies I've given with link in the description. You can go and check. Talking about salary after becoming a consultant, I have divided this into 3 parts. That is, number 1, if you get into MBB, and that is Tier 1, you can expect the salary around 25 LPA to 40 LPA on entry level. If you get into Big 4, you can expect the salary around 14 LPA to 22 LPA on entry level. And if you get into Tier 2 or strategic companies, you can expect around 10 to 18 LPA on entry level. And now talking about the work-life balance of a consultant. And when I say this, I'm being very clear, and I've heard this from at least 20 of my friends and colleagues. The work-life balance of a consultant is very hectic, especially if you are working in MBB, that is Tier 1 or Big 4s. Yes, you heard me right. But the exposure, learning, and your career growth is phenomenal. The experience that you get is top notch and to die for. In the early start of your career, you get to work with senior leaderships like CEOs, CXOs, MDs of the company. You also get to travel travel often, and the most important thing, you get to solve the real world business problems. Just one caution that you need to take care of is, if you are someone who has less personal priority right now and less personal pressure, then you can opt for being a consultant. In case there are a lot of personal things happening in your life and you have your personal commitment to make, I would suggest to focus on other roles after MBA. And now, most important, becoming a consultant is not just about your MBA. No, it is completely not. It is more about your problem solving skills and your ability to show up daily. Trust me on that when I say this. It's just your consistency over anything else. And most importantly, I have tried to cover all the points related to becoming a consultant after your MBA. In case you still have certain doubts, feel free to comment down below. Like, share and subscribe for more content related to career, MBA and job related issues. I'm always there. Okay, bye. But don't forget to check the description for all the links related to the companies that you should target to become a consultant. All the best.